Ну, не-не, лот. Мы остановились на том, что мы с Малковянкой играли. Админа этого чата. Да, и она нам хочет сказать, что такое вторая инквизиция. None of a kind died just because they were too present online. Right now, the remains of the old network serve as government honeypots, kept alive to attract fledglings and hunt them down. You post a certain keyword on Twitter or Facebook, you get tagged for an investigation. You fit a certain patterns, you get tagged for investigation. So there's a certain thrill in becoming an online presence without attracting attention from the authorities. Hope you're still monitoring the chat. Конечно нет. Good job. Anyway, yeah. When Nosferatu admitted to Camarilla, their network got compromised. The elders went batshit insane. Internet communication became strictly forbidden. There were executions. A lot of people who use social media to secretly contact their mortal families and lovers got offed. That goes without saying. But if you weren't careful, even the most innocent web usage could result in being punished with a final death. Понятно. Используют топор скейт, да. Да. You ready for this? 3, 2, 1. Cheap magic tricks. Это даже не magic, чувак. Это обычная билки-малка. Это как бы да. Those were some wild times, especially in New York. While most of them have no clue as to our real nature, a lot of clandestine organizations have classified as national threats, and since this is where the towers fell, the agencies are very much present around here, looking for easy PR victories. Last SI raided here was just a few years ago, and it was a big one. Stirred up the hornet's nest, something years. But although in 2019 New York City is ruled by someone who got embraced before the war fucking too, and the cam as a whole got really spooked and swore off the internet. Of course they are not dumb and understand that you can't really coexist with the modern kind without the internet. It's a grey zone right now, like piracy. Technically frowned upon, but let the one without sin cast the first stone. The SI is real threat, no joke, but in many senses, the darkest place is right under the candle. Ебать она вставляет эти фразихуизмы. Oh, you're just going to let this guy shit up in the chat? Come on, it's your job. Ты мне сказала, блять, мазохиста не трогать. Oh yeah, fun fact about being a vampire. We can sweat and pee if we just exert ourselves really hard. Some of us can even orgasm. We can even cry, but only tears of blood. It's something I always dream of doing when I was 14. So romantic. and it drives them crazy. Пробуждение крови. Чё? Just to be clear, realize what you're doing here in the blood and breach on the Masquerade, right? I honestly expect you to leave or inform somebody by now, but you haven't you? Ладно. Good job handling that guy. In any case, it's time for a great finale. This is what you've been all waiting for, right? You wanted blood? Come out into the streets, claw out your neighbors' throats, slash their veins and drink up. Liberate yourselves from the shackles of ordinary mortality. Make them scream, feel the warmth of their entrails. Transcend your bodies, release the message of hope into the world. Alright, that's enough. Let me take over. But that's impossible. Понимаю. Я теперь понял, кто такая Хоуп. То есть Хоуп печатала за всех этих людей. Ебать, у нее скорость говна. There is no Masquerade violation. Это просто она сама с собой общается. Как она так быстро переключается между аками? Или это просто чатик, который она сама написала? Sure, why not? Do I want to work with you? Guess I can give it a shot, yeah. You're not that dumb, you're not that boring, and you're kind of cute. Aww. Шла нахуй. Don't worry, no more modding jobs. Mod gets attached, and that's always bad news. Блять, мне получается надо было читать все эти, блядь, сообщения от рандомных никнеймов, ну ладно. And if someone else rules the streets, we will rule the information highways. This is the power of hope. То есть я могу дальше изучать? Unit to rest. А я не могу просто так идти похантить. О, письмо оставили. You are cordially invited to a rendezvous at the Cathedral of St. John's the Divine. I'll be waiting to make your acquaintance tomorrow night. Look for me closer to God. Интересная записочка. Я пойду дальше за хоп. Кстати, пожрать бы, а как жрать? Perfect timing. We need to go for a ride. Get in, get in, get in! Sorry for not bringing you up to speed first, but hey, this is New York City, everyone always in a rush. And this is even more true than your kindred. Now allow me to take care of some businesses and I'll be right with you. Nice car. Nice car, how do you afford it? Thank you! That really brings out the character, doesn't it? But affording things in this city, it's pretty hard. You gotta be at the top of your game at all times. Might as well explain my business plan to you while I'm at it. So, another extremely online mall based in New York goes by the name of Dev Null told me to Google Ethereum a few years ago. That's how I got into the Bitcoin. And I found a new religion, 23 years old, selling visions of governments replaced by being code and decentralized consensus. Less is ruled by algorithms as just the laws of physics. Idiot man-child investors trying to shape their realities through the streets, financial zeal, and dedicated collectors of things at abstract of rare SHA-256 decryptions. A hyper-speculative environment where nothing has real value, only abstract beliefs matter, and your life saving can be ruined by a single bullshit tweet? How could I refuse the allure? I started buying a low, selling high on a variety of shady 24/7 exchanges that allowed me with 100x leverage, as they had lent me 100x the capital I could bet with. I got lucky at the beginning. I kept the ball rolling, shorting and longing, impulsively, recklessly. I got to the point where I became too big to fail, and that's when I'm cash out. Okay, this story will be continued later. We're here, right at our first stop. I need you to do me a favor. Favor? What favor? Nothing too difficult, literally a jump in, jump out kind of deal. See that weird guy in Yankees cap standing around the corner? Approach him and tell you are young, hot, petite... Ладно, им видно, что читать. Take the phone he gives you and bring him here. Get going, honey. It's illegal to park here. The hell you want? Oh, no offense, but I kinda expected a girl. I mean, no, yeah. My bad for assuming. Damn. Everything has been prepared and preloaded according to your instructions. Should take about 2 minutes to transfer the data. Now get out of here. You got a phone? You're the best. Pass it to me, please. Alright, goodbye, lovely. You served me well. I've been needing a lot of burner phones lately, and I'm not going to use some cheap piece of shit, so it's a pretty expensive necessity. Now, I was telling you a story. Coin? Yeah, right. At some point toward the end of the 2017, I became convinced I needed to cash out. There was no way the bubble was going to last forever. I always knew there would be a grapes of raw for the cryptocurrency era. It would have to be a series of profoundly antisocial and disconnected events. The whole crypto culture was a decentralized church of lone millennials who rejected all established modern values and kept intoning for the original sin of not buying Bitcoin back in 2013. Люди до сих пор это говорят, честно. Вот купил бы я биток в 13-м, боже, жил бы как царь. Вот каждый раз вижу, когда кто-то говорит за биток, что кто-то об этом сожалеет. Bad alive, you never wanted to live anyway and get a chance to win a priceless pile of nothing. Unlearn yourself from the worldly desires, find joy in suicidal ideation. To this day, money holds no real value for me. It's an abstract as a video game score, a bunch of numbers on the screen. This joyless world changed me forever. I knew I had to escape. So I took my piles of fictional dollars to a new arena. A light New York City social circus, not because I wanted to scam them and make more, but because I wanted to finally have some goddamn fun. I mean, of course, I have to scam them in the process, but it was only in service of becoming something more than a star, a constellation. Alright, friend, this time you're leaky gut syndrome whistleblower extraordinary. Whenever press sneak fuck one a leak. You got it? Got it? Sorry for putting you there out in my place, but I only personally contact people at last resort. It gets harder to protect my identity each time I show my face. And since I've got you, our man is waiting for you in the back alley. He is paying back a favor with a flash drive containing crucial information we need to stay safe in the city. Retrieve it. I will circle the area, make sure we aren't in danger right now. Then you're done, get back here and I'll pick you up. Everything's clear? Good. You lost or something? You said you got a little something that might need interest me. Of course, straight to the point, aren't you? Alright then. Getting all this data was risky, you know? Miss Montgomery is an unusually secretive person. Digging up dirt on her took more effort than expected. Effort that should be rewarded, I think. The more you ask around about her, the more expect a letter saying give up your inquiries which are completely useless at your doorstep, perhaps attached to the severed cat head. You catch my drift? The secrecy surrounding her screams, friends in high places, brave new world order, Illuminati shit, you know, makes me think I deserve some hazard pay. I ran background check on you. You're not just some random schmuck of the street. No way you didn't know what you were walking into and into this job. And if you really didn't, I doubt you're the kind of the journalist who can gather intel worth shit. Alright, I shouldn't have put you on the spot like that. My bad, okay? Oh yeah, one more thing. Бля, ты чё, Коломбу пародируешь? Not really sure what's about, but one of my informants claims you might be interested in this. Don't gas me, they said you'll know what to do with it. Leaky gut, come on, take it. Keep it. I have no idea who the informant is, but they've been feeding you bullshit, buddy. Yeah, I don't think so. You got it? Perfect. Any problems? How did the meeting go? You've got that bag of blood, do you? Left it with him. Felt fishy somehow. Huh. Anything particular about it? Nothing. Just a label saying ABRIH. Fuck! I'm okay. That bag was a message. AB negative used to be my blood type. It's the rarest one, found in less than 1% of the United States population. Glad you didn't drink it. Who knows what they've done to the bag. Some of New York City vans can tell you wild stories about using irradiated blood to locate and kill other kindred. Seriously? Glad I didn't drink from it. Better save them, sorry, yeah. I still wonder if they would have done anything to his blood. That would be some kind of 5-dimensional chess move. But yeah, this contact is compromised and needed to be cut off. Goodbye, my journalist free enemy, and goodbye to your leaky gut syndrome. You've both outlived your usefulness. Another one bites the dust. I've got another story to finish. I was talking about Bitcoin and then... where did I stop? Constellation. Becoming Constellation, yeah. Oh right, you know, who was the real face of the city? Anna Delvey. Ever heard of her? A Russian working class girl born as Anya Sorokin. She moved to New York in 2013 and convinced everyone that she was this insanely rich, trust fund kid, a wealthy German highness. Manhattan elites totally fell for it, and they bought it for years while she swindled them. She only got arrested in 2017 after having stolen almost $300,000. Sorokin created a new Delvey persona out of thin air. I convinced everyone that she was going to set up an art fund and keep tasting all of the life's finest pleasures while being basically broke. She made a fake family financial advisor, then killed him off to become liability, and apparently most of her rich victims never admitted to being scammed out of shame. Now there is locked up with the murders in Rikers, writing her memoirs, apparently picking a lot of fights. Bless her heart, she'll forever be an inspiration. But I have more advantages than she ever did. I have my own considerable funds, and I can rely on many more made-up people than just some old-ass financial advisor. A whole bunch of fake content creators and influencers that every rich dumbass want to get in touch with and collaborate. Makes up super easy to earn more money than I invest. You've seen the first-hand both the deceive and the deceived. It's a city of illusions. Make non-existent money, come up with a fictional status, play nonsensical Camarilla games, and one day you might just find yourself at the top. Alright, we're reaching our last stop. You're gonna take an elevator to the 70th floor. If the masked man you meet in front of the door this memory card, it contains art house movie I've made. By art house you mean a vampire movie? Yes, a movie you've seen has my hair in. Didn't think I was doing that just for show, did you? I found some filthy rich Manhattan pervs who'd pay a fortune for the convincing vampire cam show. I don't need money, but their IT industry connections gave me an idea. When I give them this memory card, we'll gain access to tech that should allow us to take on my biggest enemy in the city. So your nickname this time is going to be... Здрасте. You did pretty good. Ну блин, Serenity это хорошая штука. Я бы себе хотел его, но я не тот клан. Knew it would be this asshole. He's been following us all day and I know just who he belongs to. Tara Montgomery, how may I help you? Tara, oh, didn't expect you to even reach me through this channel. Have you thought these things through? Wait, did something happen? Did something happen? Your fucking ghoul just tried to kill me, you crazy bitch. And that's what fucking happened? Calm yourself, you four Chris cakes. This is a baseless accusation. I know he's from Double Spiral. He's been working at your motherfucking company. Come on, you know it can be held responsible for the independent action of my subordinates. Why don't we meet up and talk it up? Corporate shithead, you make me sick. I'll dispose of him. Help me put him in my car. Okay, good. Every second with here gets up closer to the serious Masquerade violation. I'll have to exchange my Palmara Dior worthy masterpiece for the good sum of other time. Meet me in my haven when I tell you it's safe. For now I need to dump this asshole somewhere, get my car fixed and plan our counter-attack. If we want to survive in this city, Tara Montgomery needs to die. Почему я не могу пойти просто покормиться? Я жрать хочу, наверное, уже. Ладно, пошли к бомжам. Ну как бомжам, к Носферату. Как по мне, охрененная пачка. Носфер, Бруха и этот Малк. Просто охренительная пачка. Let me guess, took a wrong turn in the third silo? You man, this is Bloodsuckers Anonymous? Wise guy, huh? Lucky for you I have a soft spot for wise guys. So I'll give you a chance to explain yourself. So, what brings you to my humble office? Are you D'Angelo? You are the one they call D'Angelo? That's my name, kid. Don't wear it out. My friends call me Gian, so the best stick to D'Angelo for the time being. Now I suggest you to tell me what is this about. Otherwise, I kindly ask you to get the fuck out of my office. Charming. I can see why Conde keeps you around. Not a name you wanna casually toss around, kid. But hey, I get it. You're not some random schmuck who wandered here on the street. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Who I work for is less important what I'm working on. However, the Red Hook murders, I know. I want to help you catch the killer. Do you now? Sure, they seems to care about the end game. Was that their angel? Everybody's got one, even if they pretend they don't, especially then. What the hell, maybe this town finally got to me. Maybe a good leap of faith is just what the doctors ordered. Or maybe you could use a healthy dose on unhealthy. I like you, kid. You might look like a used car salesman, but there's just something about you. Вот если бы не вот эти вот нюансы, то он бы должен был бы от того, что я включил зажигалку, обосраться. Я, кстати, ожидал на этой интеракции, но допустим. Tell you what. I was just about to head back to the crime scene. Take a look around, refresh my notes. You can tag along if you want to. I could use an assistant, someone to take notes and make, well, the assumptions for me to shoot down. Who knows, if you're any good, I might consider making this long-term arrangement. Sounds good. Sure it does, kid. I'm the one who said it. Just one more thing. You still got me at a disadvantage here. Seems like you've done some digging on me, but with you, I've barely scratched the surface. You catch my drift? So answer me this. Who was it who sent you into my neck of the woods? Or, in layman's terms, who do you work for? Sophie Langley. So you're the one, huh? The fledgling, the dame's pet. Yeah, that would make sense. Don't think she'd appreciate you throwing her name around. Thanks for being upfront, kid. Если я собираюсь вам доверять, то я не буду от вас скрывать нужной информации. Alright, my line's burning. Let's get cracking. И достает пачку крекеров. Well, here we are. Time to you to earn your stripes. This is where they found him, drained dry, not a drop of blood in him. And before we ask, no, I didn't get to see the body, so I don't know if there are any bite marks. So, what can you tell me? Sure, kid, might as well start with the elephant in the room. What do you think it means? My thoughts exactly. It's as someone wanted to get a message across but was too scared to stick around and write the whole damn book. So we got the abridged version. And there's the blood. The lack of it. And given that murder was committed right here and that we didn't make a sound, we can further conclude that killer was a kindred. Bingo! Only a kindred could drain a human with this quickly, this quietly. Tell me, if you were to guess, which clan would you say our killer belongs to? This is what thin blood's written all over it. In bright neon letters, a fully fledged kindred would use his powers to lure the victim somewhere out of sight. They certainly would stick around for the shitty art project. Shit. Looks like we're gonna have to pay Lawson a visit. Lawson? The thin-blooded primogen? No, Lyson the bicycle repairman. Of course the thin-blooded fucking primogen. Not sure if he knows who the killer is, but could probably make an educated guess. In any case, we'd be doing him the favor. If it's turned out one of his is violating the Masquerade, it would put him in the hell of awkward position. And I mean shitting upside down awkward. It's the kind of weakness a lot of primogen would love to exploit. His position in the council is as bad as it is. Alright kid, let's get over this. Well. This, the place. Okay kid, we gotta be gentle about this. I'm talking, with gloves, soft cushions. You rank, my lord gentle. We need to get Lawson out of here without making a fuss and letting his family see us. If we blow this, he'll shut down like a speakeasy on the raid night. Trust me, I know. Let's get to it. Right you are. Tell you one, how about to take the lead on this one? I'm curious to see how you handle it. Привет, криведа. What the fuck, the angel? I know, I can explain. Explain my ass, this is my home. Do you understand? Home. There's my children sleep. Dad? It's okay, Bobby. Dad is helping someone. You need to get back to bed right now. I'll be right over to tuck you in. Get the hell out of my house. Look, we didn't mean to intrude. All we need 5 minutes of your time, and we're gone. Not here. What do you want? It's about Red Hood murders. You think one of yours is responsible? Bullshit! Dustborn got enough trouble just staying alive out here. What could possibly make them openly violate the Masquerade? Desperation. The killer's been leaving messages whoever they are. I think they know something they can't share with just anyone. I know it seems far-fetched, but it's the only way this puzzle fits together. Nah, I don't buy it. You're reaching, trying to find a scapegoat. Getting your boss good graces. Words get around you, Angel. You think I don't know who you're working for? Then help us clear people's name. What have you got to lose? Everything. I've been a thorn in Constance's side for a while now. It's just an excuse they need to get rid of me. What if it turns out what one of yours did it and you sat on your hands to protect him? You think the council will jump on that? Look, I'll ask around, consult my sources. If it turns one is responsible, they will face justice. In the meantime, keep your deductions to yourself. I have enough trouble as it is. Good. Now if you excuse me, I have to get back to my family. Hell of a night. I don't know about you, kid, but I sure could use a drink. Something warm. In a tall, sweaty glass. But first, let me tally your score. So let's see now. You did make a good first impression, like someone who can talk themselves out of a tight spot. Talking's cheap, bullets not for much. You held your own on the crime scene, nothing I hadn't figured out my own, but hey, we can't be all with professionals. Finally, when the situation called subtly, you managed to avoid unwanted attention. Discretion will separate a private dig from any old dig. In and all, you did fine. Not fine, but not bad for your first case. Don't let it get to your head. I'll be in touch. Let you know if I hear from Larson. Be ready to meet me at the office. Bring a notepad. Every good assistant should have one.